declared by the shareholders in the AGM. Dividend once declared, it becomes the liability of the company. You cannot revoke it. It is a liability of the company. You have to pay it. If you are not paying the declared dividend, then 164 subsection 2 clause B, fraction of a second, you should think like this. Sir, 18% penalty, 18% interest. Yeah, that's easy. Disqualified ma. 18% interest this company will pay. That is different issue. Directors will be disqualified. Please understand. And you should also say, sir, 1 year grace time is there. So you should link these sections. Okay. Next, before declaration of dividend, you should adjust the depreciation. Till date, whatever depreciation is there, you should adjust those depreciation. Second, if the company has defaulted in deposits, you cannot declare dividends unless all the deposits properly repaid. Can you able to understand? If the company has defaulted deposits, you cannot pay dividend unless otherwise all the defaults are rectified. Okay, repaid, etc. Now, sir, what are the sources available for dividends? First of all, you should have current year's profit, and you should see whether any previous years there is a loss. After setting off the previous year's loss with the current year's profit, still if you have profits, you can easily declare dividend. Otherwise, you can declare dividends from previous year's profits, current year's loss, previous year's profits. You can declare dividend from the previous year's profit. Current year profit, previous year loss, set off. After then also if there is a profit, you can declare dividend. Sir, current year ending say 31/3/20, but we have profits on 36/20, that is subsequent year, but AGM is not yet conducted. So 1/7/20 they are declaring dividend from the profits of 36/20. This is also allowed. This is also called as interim dividend. Interim dividend means a dividend which is declared between two AGMs. Can you able to understand? Okay. Now the AGM has conducted in 39/19 and next AGM will be conducted on 39/20. Whatever dividend you are declaring between these two is called interim dividend. Can you able to understand? Okay. For interim dividend, you have two sources. One is current year's profit, another one is previous year's profit. Okay. For final dividend, so previous year's profit, now also subsequent year's profit. Can you able to understand? Sir, current year la, okay, we are say in the middle of the year, we are in say February 20. Today I am declaring dividend for 19/20. I am declaring dividend today. Interim period la, before general meeting, before two AGMs, like between two AGMs. So dividend declared here is called interim dividend. So from which profits I will give? From the quarter ended 31/12/19 till that I will be drafting one balance sheet. From that P&L I will be giving the dividends. Can you able to understand? So this is current year's profit. Okay. In case there is a loss here, then I will see as on 31/3/19. Okay, what is the profits, accumulated profits, set off with the current year's loss, still I have profits. So from the previous year's profit I can declare dividend. But if you are using the previous year's profit and there is a current year's loss or inadequate profit, still you are declaring dividend, what justification you will give? Sir, all these years we are continuously giving dividends. Okay, and this year the economic situation is not that great, but my shareholders expects dividend because all these years, okay, we are continuously paying dividends. So we are pressured. Okay, even if we say economic situation and all, they are not in the position to accept. Then The rule says you can declare dividend, but the dividend which you are declaring from the previous year's profit should not cross higher than, it should not cross, that is higher, should not be higher of average of last 3 years dividend rate. Can you able to understand? So what they were giving, you give the same thing. So you don't give extra. You are telling no, last few years they are continuously giving. No? That means you give the same thing, right? Okay, average of last 3 years you give. So you should understand why the lawmaker has that in mind. Why that rule has been introduced. Okay. Now coming to the final dividend. Final dividend can be paid from the current year's profit. Say for example, 31,320, you have shown some profits. So subsequently the board is proposing the dividend and shareholder is declaring dividend from that profits basically. That is current year's profit. Then previous year's profits, accumulated surplus. This is called what? Accumulated surplus. See, in reserves and surplus, if we split, there are two words. One is reserve, another one is surplus. Can you able to understand? So we have reserves and surplus. What is reserves? Come on, tell me, what is reserves? Okay, see, there is a revenue reserve, there is a capital reserve. Revenue reserve created out of profits but transferred to reserve. Can you able to understand? Created out of profits and transferred to reserve, which is a free reserve available for distribution of dividend. Can you able to understand? But capital reserve is not created out of profits, it is not available for distribution of dividend. Done? So securities premium is a reserve, but it is not a free reserve. Can you able to understand? Okay, now, so if from P&L, if you created a reserve, that is a general reserve, which is available for distribution of dividends, from that you can declare dividend. So what is the third source? Free reserve. So first source is current year's profit. Second source is accumulated profits but not transferred to reserve, accumulated surplus. Third is free reserves. Okay. Then fourth, see, government used to give monies. Government used to give monies. For what? For AS12 ma? Government grants. Okay, adila two grants are there. One is revenue grant, another one is capital grant. Okay. Appo revenue grant can be used for declaration of dividend. Revenue grant you can use for anything. You can even declare dividends. So from government money you can declare dividends. Understood? So come on, tell me what are the four sources? Okay. Next, sir, is there any necessary if I declare dividend I have to transfer certain percentage of profit to reserve? Nothing like that. There is nothing necessary like that. If you want, board can decide, okay, to strengthen the company we need to strengthen the reserve. So whenever we declare dividend, or 5%, 6% we will transfer to reserve. It's a decision of the board. Dividend once proposed, shareholder cannot increase the rate. Dividend once proposed, shareholder cannot increase the rate in the general meeting. They can accept or reject generally. Okay. Even they cannot say, why 10% we will ready for 9%. Even that is not also possible, because always in resolution you have two options, either say yes or say no. Okay, but in some author's book they will say what? They can reduce, they cannot increase. You cannot do both. See, always option in a resolution, say yes or say no. Okay, you cannot modify and all. Okay, then if you want to modify, generally you have to give fresh notice. Will get adjourned. And the மாதிரிலாம் இருக்கும். See, in regulation number 89, I guess, in table F of schedule 1, they have given one word that dividend cannot be increased once it is proposed. That is they have given. But they never told dividend can be reduced. So இதெல்லாம் ஒரு interpretation some authors are writing. See, understand the real practical ground scenario. Theoretically we can ask so many things. அதெல்லாம் வந்து practically impossible to ask those questions. Then once they declare dividend, it has to move from the current account of the company to a dividend account. It's called escrow account. For a specific purpose, this account will be opened in the bank. It will be moved to escrow account and it will be parked there. It's called what account? Okay, it's called dividend account. Escrow means special account. And within 30 days, you have to pay off all those. Okay, within 30 days, the dividend has to be paid. If the dividend has not been paid within 30 days, under section 124, you will be creating a separate account called unpaid dividend account. Within next 7 days, this dividend account has to be transferred to unpaid dividend account. Can you able to understand? This unpaid dividend will be there for a period of 7 years in that account. Within how many days it should be transferred? 7 days it should be transferred. It should be there for how many years? 7 years. And once it is transferred to this account, within 90 days, the board of directors, okay, should upload. There is one IEPF form with the name etc. that this many people dividend is unpaid. They have not claimed it. What can I do? We took all these steps. We try to transfer through NEFT kind of wire transfer. We sent dividend warrants. They have not claimed it. What we can do? Dividend cannot be paid in kind, first of all. So Reliance Industries cannot give petrol as dividend or cloth as dividend. No, that is not possible. Dividend can be paid only in cash. Means cash means not literally currency notes. Cash means it's a wire transfer or warrant kind of. So shareholder has to encash it within 30 days. If not, it will go to unpaid dividend account. Unpaid dividend account, if you are not transferring from the dividend account to unpaid dividend within 7 days, 12% interest will be charged for, so 12% interest per annum for the additional delay. It's just a delay. Okay, so that will be enjoyed by the shareholders. See, if you are not transferring from the current account to dividend account, then it is 18% interest. That will be studied in section 127. If you transfer from current account to dividend account, but some people have not claimed the dividend, from the dividend account it should be transferred to unpaid dividend account. Okay, that 12% interest. So there are two different interest. Okay, this is for the laziness. Transferring from the unpaid dividend means like dividend to unpaid dividend, laziness. So 12% interest. Okay, rare situations. Then yearly after AGM within 90 days, you should upload this document that still how many people are pending, because once it is an unpaid dividend, shareholder can come, show the proof and claim the dividend. Okay, so yearly that amount will be slightly reduced. After 7 years, still if there is an unpaid dividend, it will be transferred to fund called IEPF, Investor Education Protection Fund. Central government has two accounts, one in SBI, another one is PNB, Punjab National Bank. They have two accounts, so this money should be transferred to those accounts. Can you able to understand? Okay, now sir, dividend money will be transferred to that account. Whether shares also will be transferred to that account? Yes. If a person has not claimed dividend for a period of 7 years, there is high chance that there may be a binary transaction for this. Okay, who will not claim the dividend? Okay, so the real owner may be absent here, or the real owner is not in existence today. So in this scenario, what they will do? They will transfer the shares also. They will transfer the shares also. They will transfer the shares also. Can you able to understand? Sir, without the transferor signature, how you will transfer the shares? Without the transferor signature, how will you transfer the shares? Correct? Yeah, correct. So company secretary of that company is authorized to sign the share transfer form SH4 on behalf of the transferor. This is given in the act itself. They have given, on behalf of you I will sign and I am authorized to sign. And this shares, if it is in physical form, it will be converted into demat form. And IEPF la demat account also is opened. So who will become the owner of your shares? Central government IEPF will become owner of your shares. Can you able to understand? Okay. So if you have not claimed the dividend for a period of 7 years, first year dividend will go, all the 7 years dividend will go.
First year dividend.
All the 7 years. My shares are in my IEPF. All the 7 years dividend, they have to transfer. Okay, shares and accumulated dividends, everything will be transferred. In the transaction, I will think it's binary transaction. But second year, non-binary transaction. The identity of the person itself is missing. Can you able to understand? So entire money will be going there. Then, sir, one person, 9th yearly he came from abroad. He asked, sir, I went to Dubai for employment few years back. But before going to Dubai, whatever my savings I have invested in this company's account, shares. So I came to know that they have tried to make dividends. But what I then is I have closed all my bank accounts which I have given to that company. So I think you would have transferred, but it's bounced back. Sorry for that. I am the real owner. And he showed the proof. Now he is going to IEPF and asking the dividend back. Whether IEPF will give him? Yes, IEPF will give him along with his shares. So his shares also will be given, his dividend also will be given. Then he is asking, sir, my money you held for some time, no? You rotated the fund, no? You give me some interest. Interest and all will not be paid. Paying your principal itself is a big issue. Okay, interest and all, please don't claim. You will not pay. Understood? Understood everyone? Next.
Till how many years?
No issue. Any time he can come. It's his money. Government is only guardian for his money. Okay. See, how many people have not claimed the PF? They don't know how to claim the PF. PF fund la orphan money avlo irukku another, because no one know how to claim. See, learned people know how to claim. Some people don't know how to claim. Correct or liya? I have seen people. Okay. So அந்த மாதிரி unclaimed ESI, huge amount. Yesterday Spice Plus form has been introduced. I don't know how many of you know Spice. Sir, Kerala's famous for Spice. And the Spice illa. Okay, okay. Incorporating company electronically. Simplified nale, you know, okay. Simplified pro forma of incorporating company electronically. This is called Spice. That's Spice Plus. AGL no இன்னொரு ஃபார்ம் வேறு இருக்குது, அது ஒரு விஷயம். ஓகே, தேவையில்லாமல் ஜிஎஸ்டிலாம் கொடுத்துருவாங்க. மை கம்பெனி இஸ் அ லேண்ட் ஹோல்டிங் கம்பெனி, பட் தி அலாட்டட் ஜிஎஸ்டி ஃபார் மீ. ஹூ ஆஸ்ட்டு? இப்போ நான் நில் ரிட்டர்ன் ஃபைல் பண்ணணும். மந்த்லி ஹேவ் டு ஃபைல் நில் ரிட்டர்ன். அதர்வைஸ் தே வில் கேன்சல். Who first of all asked you? If we want, we will apply. Within 2 days, we will get the GST number. Okay, PAN, okay, no problem. Now, in this Price Plus, they will give PFI and ESI also. யார் கேட்டா சிங்கிள் விண்டோக்கு? என் கம்பெனியில் ESA கிடையாதுடா. We have insurance for our employees. Why we have to get ESI number and affiliate returns ஃபைல் பண்ணலாம் கொண்டுருவோம். நில் ரிட்டர்ன் ஃபைல் பண்ணாலாம் யாருக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்குது? இதுக்கு ஒரு கன்சல்டன்ட்டு, அவனுக்கு ஒரு 3000 rupees. So, I think chartered accountants and consultants only are earning money. No company is earning money. This 5627B is a problem for almost all the companies. They have put the demand like anything, and nowhere in the act, nowhere in the rules, it mentioned if you want to go for appeal, you have to pay 20%. But they are asking 20%. நம்ம 1000 rupees கட்டி அப்பீல் போயிட்டோம் ஃபார்ம் 35 போட்டு, பட் தேர் ஆஸ்கிங் 20%. இது டேக்ஸ் ஹராஸ்மெண்ட் இல்லையா? தேர் ஆஸ்கிங் 20%. வேர் ஃப்ரம் வில் பே த 20%? சாவடிக்கிறாங்க. நெக்ஸ்ட், Where are we?
20%.
Leave it. Now leave the income tax. Come back to Companies Act.
IEPF.
IEPF, okay. IEPF is formed by central government under section 125. They have chairperson, members to govern it. What funds IEP will be getting? Funds from central government, then funds from these companies. Funds from these companies has some colors. Like what are the colors they have? What kind of funds?
Unpaid dividend.
Unpaid dividend. Then
Shares.
share application pending allotment for years together. Okay, then maturity deposits. Public deposits they used to collect, no? Maturity deposits, this Sahara company, maturity deposit, they told, we don't know who are all the depositors. Appa, Sami, fulla binami. Okay, they asked to repay the deposits after the deposit new rules. They told 1/4/14 within 1 year you repay the deposits. They told we cannot find the depositors. Then how you accept the deposit? Accept in cash. Then 2 section SS, no, that is applicable for one person 20,000. No, we accepted different person less than 20,000. Whose money it is? We don't know, sir. Sir, address code. Uttar Pradesh pin code, but address is Delhi. Enna pandrathu? Really happening. So they told what? You transfer all this fund to IEPF. Let that original people come and claim from me. That will never happen. 600 crores is the demand. Whether they transfer or not, that is a different issue. Okay, some political funds is involved inside. Maybe power using power. Okay, because they have close conditions, etc. Next. So IEPF used to get mature debentures, mature deposits, share application pending allotment for years together, dividend. Okay, all those funds will be kept in IEPF. Janaki, இன்னைக்கு வந்துட்டு உங்கள் பேர் ஜானகி தானே? இன்றைக்கி வந்துட்டு ஓல்டு சிலபஸ் கிளாஸு. ஸோ நேற்று நீங்கள் வரல, நான் ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்காக சொல்ல. நீங்கள் ஓல்டு சிலபஸ் தானே? டன் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன்.
Nature of funds transfer.
ஐயோ, நான் உங்களை மேடம்னு கூப்பிடல, எனக்கு அது வரச்சு. ஜானகி மேடம் இன்றைக்கி ஓல்டு சிலபஸ் கிளாஸு. எங்கள் ஆஃபீஸில் எல்லாரையும் பேர் சொல்லி தான் கூப்பிட சொல்லுவாங்க. அதனால் அது வேறு. கேட்டால் சார்னு கூப்பிட்டா சார் ஐ ரிமைன் ஸ்லேவ்னுவாங்க. ஐ ரிமைன் ஸ்லேவ் தான் சாரா ஏதோ சொல்லுவாங்க. மேம்னு கூப்பிட்டா அதுக்கு ஏதோ சொல்லுவாங்க. அதனால் பேர் சொல்லி கூப்பிட்டு பழகிடுச்சு. அது ஷிஃப்ட் ஆகிறது கஷ்டம். ஒன்ஸ் யூ பீன் டு தட், நோ. Where are we? Okay, 125, 126. IEPF, what they will use this money? Where they will use this money?
Investor awareness program.
Very good. Investors awareness programs. Then whenever you ask, I will give this money. So basically, investors awareness program plus whenever you ask, I will give this money. So application will always be there. It's not like always only accumulation of funds. There will also be, okay. Then they will also use this money in case if some other company cheated the people. Central government, if they think to compensate, then they will compensate. Okay, because central government think that it's my duty to protect. See, recently you all know in Kerala, one big building they have demolished. Okay, you know, government has given them some compensation. The original owners, government has given some compensation. You can ask, sir, builder has constructed the property without things. Why should the government? That is called welfare state. Because someone in the government only gave the approval. So it's the duty of the government to, government used to give so many things, right? Whenever somebody died, they will compensate by giving. Like that, IEPF la if there is any stock market scams and all, and if the government thinks this it's necessary for them to compensate, they will. Understood? Next. So we are in 120, 125 actually, 126. Abeyance. What is abeyance? Dividends, bonus, rights. If the shareholder is a question mark, dispute, we don't know who is the shareholder, then the dividend, rights, bonus and all will be kept in abeyance. Let you decide who is the shareholder first, then you claim it. So till that time we will not give either to you or to you. For declared dividend we will transfer to unpaid dividend account. You decide who is the real owner, then you can come and we will pay you. Understood? This is this kind. Section 126. Abeyance. If there is an abeyance, you cannot put case on me also. Sir, you have not paid dividend, declared dividend. I tell, go to court. Because already, who is the shareholder in the case, it's pending in the court. Can you able to understand? Next. Section 127. Last section of this chapter. Penalty. Punishment. See, people have some doubt on what is fine and what is penalty. Generally, fines will be imposed by NCLT or High Court on hearing a case. Pay this fine, or you know. Penalty is when you contravene the section of Companies Act or whatever it is, then if you can able to pay compoundable things and all, they used to say it's a penalty, but there is no big difference. They used to see, if I put you, if NCLT or High Court after hearing the case they order, that's called fine. You have to pay the fine. Penalty is on contravention of the section. Okay, the section itself will say, okay, you have to pay this penalty. And then the penalty. So the penalty is available and the fine is imposed, kind of. See, to understand this, அது ஒரு நிறைய செக்ஷன் படிச்சுட்டே இருந்தால் தான் you will understand. Next, section 127. In case if the company has not paid the declared dividend, then the directors also will be fined and company also has to pay interest. 18% interest per annum. You have to pay the interest to the shareholders, whoever claims it. If the shareholders claims more, they cannot pay. Only 18% interest they can pay. But that also need not be paid on the following grounds. Being, sir, dividend has been declared, okay, but since there is a dispute between the shareholders, we didn't pay, okay, we have transferred to unpaid dividend account. Let them prove their point number one. Point number two, so the shareholder is a debtor for the company. We lawfully adjusted his dues with the, okay. Third, so the shareholder is not paying the call money. We have declared the dividend. We are adjusting with the call money. That is also possible. Okay. That shareholder has given an instruction to transfer to his bank account, but his bank account number is wrong or he has closed that account. We try to deposit, but it's not going inside. We informed the shareholders. We informed the shareholder about this. Okay. Then there is no penalty. If you have not informed, then problem. If you inform, then there is no problem. So he has given instruction, but there is a technical error in that. Then we informed him, so no problem. Can you able to understand? Next. Sir, we posted the dividend warrants to everyone. Every shareholders, we posted the dividend warrants. But I don't know, this particular man only not got the dividend warrant. Maybe it's an accidental thing. So we will not pay any interest to him. We will not be having any penalty. Can you able to understand? Accidental omission of one person out of the, okay, thousands. So the director doesn't have any malicious intention to do that. Can you able to understand? So these and all are exemptions from, okay, penalties for non-payment of dividend. With this we completed this section. Understood? See, since because there is a throat pain for me, I am speaking in little husky voice. But maybe over a period it will come out, obviously. Okay, with this we completed dividend chapter.
Typically, there is a question on revocation of dividend.
Revocation of dividend is not possible. Okay, there is nothing called revocation of dividend. I will tell you why at all dividend can be reduced. Previously, not now. In 1956 Act, there is a section called 208. Payment of interest out of capital. This is section or name. In 1956 Act, when I was studying chartered accountancy, you can pay interest to the shareholders. You can pay interest to the shareholders if there is a long gestation period for your project. So, profit worth it will keep like 10 years. Shareholders, after putting their money, they cannot wait for 10 years. So, they need some returns, right? Savings bank rate of interest, say 4%. You can pay to the shareholders from their capital itself. This is dividend. When you declared say 8% or 10% dividend, to the extent of 6% it will get revoked. That is the only possibility available at that point of time. But after 2014 Companies Act 2013, okay, it is taken out. So then the point A you can remove. Now you cannot revoke. Once it is declared, it's your liability, you have to pay it off. Can you able to understand? Okay. So any doubts? Okay. So this interim dividend, subsequent years the new addition. That is the only thing. Subsequent years before the AGM. That is 3620. 31,320 is a loss. 3620 is a profit. That profit can swallow all these losses also. Still you will be in profit. And before the AGM you are declaring dividend. This is also can be considered as an interim dividend, and this is a new source available. See, they have clarified it this way. Interim dividend includes this also. They have clarified. Understood?